Greetings, Joy Souls. This is the Live Joy Lifestyle Podcast. I'm your host, amsa-t.neter, and it is my mission to share joy from my heart to yours whenever and wherever you are. So today I want to talk about spiritual paths. And when I started musing upon this topic, I decided to go to Google to get a couple of quotes, and Google really delivers. There are so many quotes, which I knew there would be, but this is just my supporting evidence that the path you're on is the right one, just in case you were wondering. This one is a Chinese proverb. There are many paths to the top of the mountain, but the view is always the same. This one from Grace Geely. Everybody has a different journey. Everybody has a different path, and you don't really know what to expect. And now this last one I found in an article by Amy Mason. There are a million ways to make spaghetti sauce, but is there one right way to make it? And it goes on and on, my friends. Does anybody know that song? Random side note. The song that never ends, Lamb Chop. Anybody? I'm not going to sing it because it's in my head right now, and I was really, really good at going on and on and on. Totally annoyed my sister, which I did on purpose. Anyway, thanks for having that little random memory with me. I'm going to get back on track, or on my path, I should say. Okay, so I have been asked many times if I am religious or spiritual. In my experience, spirituality holds religion. You can be religious and spiritual, but you can also be spiritual and not religious. I would love to know if anybody listening is on a spiritual journey and what your path is. What is your chosen path? Feel free to comment your beliefs. I've dabbled a bit in different religions as I've been exploring my own spirituality. There are many things that I do not resonate with, but there are also so many that really, really do. So many things. But what I've noticed is that there is an underlying message that goes across the board throughout religion and spirituality to simply be a good person. I know also that things can get misconstrued in translation, and interpretation is completely open, but I feel like this message is pretty clear between religion and spiritual concepts. We all do the best we can to be the best we can. And that is going to look different for everybody. If you find that there is someone judging you for your set of beliefs, then that person just hasn't figured out yet how to fully be their best self. And that has absolutely nothing to do with you. Wherever you are on your journey, whatever you choose to be your vehicle to enlightenment is exactly right. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Only you know what is right for you. And you're allowed to stop and switch vehicles. Okay, just because you chose one doesn't mean you're stuck in it. And maybe you might even find you want to be in a hybrid, right? You'll find your own way, create your own way of practicing spirituality and living your beliefs. We all get to explore. I can't believe I'm like using car shopping, but I mean, we do that, right? You test drive, or maybe you lease a car and you go back and get something else. I've driven hybrids before, and that's pretty much how my spiritual journey has been. But on the real, this is something that we get to do. We get to explore and learn and feel what feels good. I may be a bit of a nerd when it comes to spirituality, but I just love to learn new things, even new things about myself. And I have had a wonderful time exploring religion and spiritual concepts since I was a young person, trying to find my own way aside from the religion that I was born into. I'm forging my own path that feels authentic to me. And what I feel is also super cool about that is that it's changing all of the time. As I learn, I grow, I heal, I evolve, I elevate. And I invite us all to enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process of finding the path that feels right to each one of us individually. And that actually reminds me of another quote that I found on my Google search that just resonates really perfectly for me and my personal joy philosophy. You'll see why in a second. Any path you choose will likely be full of ups and downs. So choose the path that brings you the most joy and makes you feel the most alive. Hilary Swank. Honestly, I feel like I could go on and on about this and say it 15 different ways and give you 15 more quotes, but I just want to leave it here, short and sweet. Trust yourself. Don't take on anyone else's feelings about what you believe and how you believe it. You just do you. But in saying that, I want to give you one more. just just one. Because this actually is a Bible verse, and I have this tattooed behind my ear. Uh, I was Christian when I chose this and tattooed it on my body. And though I am no longer claiming Christianity, this quote or verse, whatever you want to call it, is still so powerful for me now. And through all of the shifting that I've done, this is still something that resonates and that I feel will always be potent for me. Romans 12:2. And do not be conformed by this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may discern what is the good and acceptable will of God. And what I hear in that is that no one can tell me what God has set for me except me. I decide what is good and what is acceptable in my own life. And as a coach, I don't tell you what to do or what to believe, but I help you reflect and become aware of your own beliefs and your programs so that you can be discerning, so that you can find and choose your own joy. So if that's something that you feel you need in your life right now, message me or use the link in the notes to book a free session with me. And however we connect, I look forward to sharing and joy with you. Until then, let your breath fuel you, let your heart move you, and let your intuition guide you. Peace, love, and live joy.